In this video, we are gonna talk about differentiation. Our goal is to introduce calculus concepts with simple ideas. If you haven't learned calculus before, this video will be very suitable for you. If you already know some calculus, try to make sure yourself having a clear concept. Please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Your support is my motivation to share more things. Last week, we have introduced what is slope. By definition, slope is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Consider the function y equals 2x, which has a slope of 2. For each unit of x increase, y increases by 2 units. And we said that the slope denotes the rate of change of y with respect to x. Notice that this function is a straight line, and the slope is clearly observed. But can we find slope for a curve? Say y equals to x squared. Does it make sense to find the slope? Yes, let's look at a simple case. Indeed, we can find the slope of any point we want on the straight line. Well, actually, every point on the line has a slope of 2. Anyway, say point A, the slope at there is equal to 2. Now, consider the curve y equals to x squared. Let's enlarge the curve and see what happens at A. If we want to find the slope at A, we can find a point very close to 0. By joining the 2 points, we can find the slope at A. Imagine we are further and further enlarging the curve and picking a point very close to 0. We will see that the slope at A is almost a horizontal line, so the slope is almost 0. Now, look at the original curve. Indeed, we can find the slope of any point we want, but this time, the slope is changing, so different points on the curve have different slope. So how do we find the slope? To find the slope of the curve, we can first let h be a very small value, which can be as small as you want. As we have y equals to x squared, so we can let the first point as x squared, and the second point as x plus h squared. We stick to the basic definition of slope, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Plugging in the value, expanding the brackets, simplify the expression, and we will have 2x plus h. Note that h is as small as possible, so we can simply ignore it. So the slope of the curve is 2x. So what does it mean of slope equals to 2x? When x equals to -1, the slope is -2. When x equals to 0, the slope is 0. When x equals to 5, the slope is 10. In other words, the rate of change is 2x, and the change depends on your x. Here is another example, y equals to x squared plus x plus 1. Pause the video if you want to see a clear proof. Then we find the slope of the curve is 2x plus 1. The way we find the slope is called the first principle. In our mind, we can consider x plus h as the next point or the previous point beside x. Differentiation is very important in many areas, such as physics, chemistry, statistics, and even finance. Remember, differentiation is indeed the slope of a curve, which is also the rate of change. The definition of differentiation is the first principle, and it is actually the basic point-slope form. When we draw a slope, although it is like drawing on a point, remember that we actually need 2 points to construct a slope. Lastly, in calculus, we have 2 topics. One is differentiation and one is integration. And they are just a way finding slope and area under the curve. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe my channel.